Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So in this video, I thought of doing a work in progress for this video. And I was playing around with this Kuretaki Gansai Tambi paint. And I found that it really works well in this Wall Mouse Yururi's book. It holds watercolor in this book itself. So you see, you can as you can tell, I'm doing it in the book. So I did a reel on my Instagram, and I thought I would do this feather part with you on YouTube. So without further ado, let's get started. And Joggy says hi, and he's not supposed to sit here because there's water and things like that. So I'm going to try to zoom you in a little bit. Yeah, right. And so I don't usually use watercolor in my book, but I thought I would use it, and it works really well in this book. So I am going to do this feather part here, and I am using Gansai Tambi paint. So this one, I've taken it out, and I'm going to follow closely to what Makiko has done, the color scheme. So this is her feathers are a bit like I would say grayish sort of color. So I'm going to pick up a bit of a sepia color, which is like number 47. Add a little bit in on a white. I'm not using a palette, I'm just going straight onto the paint. And I know some people will be cringing, and they're gonna yell at me for using this paint wrongly, but this is how I roll. So I'm just going to just put this aside. I am not a watercolor expert, but this is how I use it. So I'm just sharing it with you. Yeah. So this is the first layer of the watercolor, and it has actually, it likes the paper really well. I mean, this paper takes the paint really well. So this one is a bit of a white mixed with the sepia. Is it sepia or umber? I'm not sure now. Raw umber deep. Just going to put the lid aside. There are people who's going to be yelling at me for how I use my watercolor, but I got told off for how I did a swatch for my painter last time. The swatch the last time. So and it lifts off really well. If it's quite forgiving, so if you make a mistake, you can remove the paint. It's not like regular watercolor. So I'm going to add a little bit more here because I've left for this one. Yeah, because I thought I would film this so that maybe some of you might be wondering how I do this. bit of white. Now this part here is, there is a little bit of a darker gray and blue, so I am going to add a bit of a 63 maybe, no, indigo, 67, just this one, yeah. Add some water, bigger brush, before I get yelled at again. And why I like this paint is because it's opaque enough. And as you can see, I'm using quite a bit of water as well. My brush is quite wet. Yeah, here you go. This is the first layer. And now I am going to add some glitter paint. This is the Kaliro paint, Fine-Tech Kaliro paint. And yeah, I have pre-soaked it, so I'm just going to add not much, a slight paint on this Kuretaki Gansai paint for some shimmer. And this one is a bit of a iridescent. It has double layer, double colors, so it works better on darker paper. On lighter paper, it looks black or like gray, but on when you color it on darker parts, it looks very nice. And I'm going to add a little bit of this pink as well. So this is one, I've added some water, and it's fast soaking into the paint, and I will be, I do not want it too wet, so I'm taking a little bit. I'm adding some pink iridescent as well. Yeah, and you will see that it's white, but once I add it to darker colors, it's pinkish. This is called the iridescent sort of paint. Yeah. So now I thought of doing the purple glass. So I'm going to use the Imperial Violet, which is 38. Yeah, 38. This is I like this paint because it's like, big, and I can, use wet my whole brush in it like that. So I'm going to use another tiny little brush to get the paint out. I'm just showing you how I did that. And I'm going to add the paint to the flower. It's a gorgeous color. The one in the sample is a different purple, but I'm using this purple. So I think this color is really gorgeous. and it can take a lot of paint. And it holds water really well. Once it's done, I'll show you the back of this page. Yeah, and I'm, adding more colors to this flower. This is the first layer of the flower. Yeah, so this one, I'm just going to let it dry, and I'm going to add some purple, another purple, which is actually purple. I'm just going to let it dry first. And I'm going to add this color. This is purple 37. Just going to add some water to it. And I'm going to mix it with a little bit of ultramarine, which is 64. Yeah, 64. I'm not going to take it out of the palette, the box. Just going to add a little bit and straight on to the purple. Yeah, so this color is really gorgeous once you mix it with a bit of ultramarine. And I'm going to add a little bit of ultramarine here. Yeah, so I'm going to let it dry first. So now the paint has dried, I am going to add like darker, thicker paint as the lines here that the flower has. Yes, it's just the same color. Right, so there you have it. I have done my flower and the feathers on this part of the book, and I think I am just going to add a tiny bit of iridescent paint to the flower. you know, while I have my iridescent paint out. Just a tiny bit. So I'll show it to you when it's dry. You'll be able to see a little bit of a change in color, hopefully. Yeah. So I'm going to let it dry and I'll come back and show it to you. So now the paint has dried, I would like to show you how it looks like on the other side of the page. So it hasn't bled through one bit. No, it has held up quite well. I'm quite glad with this paper in this book for watercolor and pencil as well. So yeah, so if you can see this Kaliro paint, this midnight blue. I've used this midnight blue here. This is called the midnight blue, and a bit of this pink pearlescent as well, this iridescent one. And I enjoyed using the Kuretaki Gansai Tambi paint, and you can see the you know, it has got a bit of a glossy sort of effect when it's dried. And you can see this Kuretaki, no, not Kuretaki, Kaliro paint, shimmer bits here, and on the pot as well. Yeah, the shimmer bits here, and on the feather and the flower. This Kaliro paint, yeah, there it is. You can see it at certain light angles. You can see the shimmer. Yeah, so this is all I have for you today. If you've liked this video, do give me a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. So till then, take care and bye bye. Bye from Joggy as well. Bye. Take care.